Huge. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? 10 stream streak. 10 stream streak distilled. That's amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in 10 straight times to my streams lately. That's freaking fantastic. And hopefully you're doing well today, Shadow. Sorry about the ads, you guys. I like to run ads before the stream starts just to get it out of the way. And I found that Twitch doesn't usually like run ads after you've just ran it, so we should be good for a while. We're doing some more drawing today, now with a mic because I don't have a humidifier running in my in my room and it's not gonna be loud as hell. So hello everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing good. We're gonna be working on some environment concept sketches today. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be working on. As per usual, this is just going to be another comfy, chill stream. If you feel like working alongside with me, doing whatever you need to be doing, feel free to. But I'll be focusing on some artwork today. And yeah. That's what we're going to be doing. I woke up like 2 hours ago, which is pretty bad for my sleep schedule, but I got almost 10 hours of sleep. First time I woke up, I actually felt awake. Whoa. Nice, man. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that you're able to get some good sleep now. Yeah, I know. I feel like a lot of people have been getting some really bad sleep schedules lately. Notice that seems to run in cycles. For me, it's just like over the span of 2 weeks, I've just had the worst sleep schedule, but now I've been waking up at a relatively decent time, I'd say. The sun was setting, but hey, pish posh. You know what? As long as you get 10 hours, you know, that's fine. That is absolutely okay. Maybe I should move this to here. That would be useful. Hi Riri, how are you doing? Oh shit, that's not the right place to put it. Hi Riri, how are you doing today? Welcome in. I dropped my mixed nuts and Cheerios on the floor. That is so sad, dude. What the heck? You gotta be more careful, Jimmy. What the heck, man? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm glad you're doing well. Hello, everyone. We're gonna be working on some environment concept art, like I've said before. This is the first one I did. Just again, this is for my personal project that I'm working on. Just some like world building stuff is what I'm trying to get through. I'm a mess. I'm sorry, dude. You know, you'll do better today. You know, maybe you fumbled, but you still got like the rest of the day to go through, and it's gonna be a lot better than this. Trust. Whoa. So let me put this chat on this side, actually. This here. That is better. There we go. Now I can actually see chat while I'm looking down. I've sort of optimized my drawing setup so that I can read chat while I draw at the same time. So I won't be missing anyone's chat. Welcome into all the new people coming into chat. Hopefully everyone's doing good. Hello, sexy smirks and grows a huge boner. Whoa. Whoa, save it for later. What's up? What's up, Chris? How are you doing today, Chris? This would be sexual harassment if you weren't hot. True. I would say I'm doing good, but I only would be good if I was playing marathon right now, which I'm not. Dude, I've been I've been absolutely consuming a lot of marathon lore and content, and I'm yearning. I want to play it again, but I can't, bro. I can't. I'm so sad that I can't. Do a third here. Am I flipped? Yes, I am. Also, let me know if audio is good, chat. Hopefully, it's okay. I'm drowning in marathon content right now, trying to get the twist drops. Yes, sir. I want to play it so badly again, chat. I'm yearning, chat. I'm yearning. I need to fill that empty void in my soul by playing more marathon. I can't, as Paro doesn't have any money. Can't do this. Let's make this layer monochrome. No, not monochrome. Grayscale. Actually, no. Probably better if it's grayscale. What's today for Marathon 2? Marathon 2. 1998. 2001. The release date is on the 6th. Actually, tomorrow. It would be out tomorrow. It would be out tomorrow, chat. Right? It's the 6th, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Is it out today? I thought it was the 6th. Oh, you're right. It is today. That's the day after today. Oh, you're so right. Oh my gosh, you're so observant. Who buying marathon chat? Who buying marathon for me? Hahaha. JK, 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 unless when will you come out? That's crazy. Yeah, Chris. We've all been wondering. I'm really tempted to buy it. Dude, if I had the money, I would drop it. I would freaking drop what I'm doing and buy it and play it now. Yeah, no idea. That's like the most fun I've had in a while for a game. I need it. I'm glad you had fun with it though, Riri. Even though you initially said before that you raged. You raged while you played during the server slam, like before you played with us. Something like that. I don't know. We're off the edge of our closets. Come on, Chris. I'm waiting on you so we can make our relationship public. To be honest, such a beautiful ass game that I want to explore for myself despite getting rumbled by Stepdad Gaming. No, I get it. A lot of people have a lot to say about Marathon that I've seen online, like on YouTube mostly just because I've been watching a lot of like what people's takes are about the game. And some controversies that I weren't aware of. Well, we all knew a lot of people who have been uh like paying attention to Marathon, at least the Bungie one, um knows about the artist controversy where uh a Bungie employee like stole some like assets from an artist that they didn't tell the higher ups that they were gonna do. So that was like a huge controversy back in like mid 2025. But I know there's a bunch of like controversies that would have apparently made any other game like not even come out. So I'm surprised that Marathon even came out to begin with. Just crazy. Like everyone knows about like the Sony Bungie the Sony Bungie acquisition, and then they had a change of like lead director for the game. They hired the former Valorant game director after like a bunch of women in the Bungie studios complained about their prior director, like I don't know, what was it like some misconduct complaints, like sexually harassing them and shit. And I'm like, holy shit, man. That's crazy. A bunch of shit came out, and I'm surprised that Marathon even came out as a game. Oh, do this. Oh, and like, you know, Arc Raiders coming out like when they previously wanted the game to come out like around the same time and they had to delay it because of Arc Raiders apparently. I didn't know that, but that kind of makes sense. Why they didn't like release a game when Arc Raiders came out. That and seeing a compiler obliterate a team in a trailer was really cool. Yeah, the cinematics was amazing. That should make me so mad because higher ups in the art team were following that. We're following that dude. I'm just glad he finally got things settled with Bungo. Yeah. So literally, apparently they just waited. They just waited until the controversy sort of like simmered down before release. It was one of two factors why they even like delayed release for Marathon because it would have come out September 2025, but they were like, you know what, we're gonna delay the release because of course the controversy, right, with that artist and Arc Raiders coming out around the same time, and they didn't want to have to compete with Arc Raiders, and Arc Raiders blew up, and now and now like they have to like meet with the expectations of how good Arc Raiders was as a extraction shooter, right? Every time Bungie gets into a controversy, they blood sacrifice an intern. Yeah. Also, they had like what, like 200. They pretty much did that when they around the time when what was it? Uh Lightfall came out for like the Lightfall DLC for D2 came out. They laid off a bunch of their employees because they didn't meet profit expectations for that DLC, and they really needed to because it was around the time where Sony acquired them, and they were like, okay, one of your conditions is you have to like get a like you have to like really earn a lot of money from this from the Lightfall DLC, or else we have the power to like fully dissolve the game studio. I'm sure they're all sweating in their britches upon hearing that. I'm glad. I don't know. I hope Marathon like sort of like continues to live after this because for as much fun as I had in the Server Slam, um, it's not enough for me personally to like say that, oh yeah, this is gonna be like a runaway like a runaway game where it's gonna be like fantastic from the get go. I don't think that's the case. I had fun with the game. For one, it was a new experience for me. That's the first like extraction shooter I played. I love the art direction for it, but it still needs to survive their their players, right? They still haven't met expectations, in my opinion, to it to be fully solidified as like a game that can really stand on its own. Because a game that's already riddled with like a bunch of controversies before its release it is bound to have something happen to it later along the line, or like it's already like gonna have a hard time. Hopefully not. I want to see it succeed. It's such a beautiful game, and I think it being a super accessible like extraction shooter title gives it a really good head start, and hopefully that's enough to carry it, and you know, hopefully Bungie doesn't do the Bungie thing where they just lock a bunch of like content behind DLC like they did with D2. There's also like three different instances of stolen art and interns being sent to the meat grinder. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know about that. but it's not completely unheard of in game development. That shit happens like all the time. Not that I'm excusing it. It's just like, how is it possible to to have these things go under the radar for the higher ups? You know what I mean? I don't want my meat grinded either. Yeah, I don't believe they intend to put any content behind paywalls. I hope not. I hope not. But I wouldn't put it past them. That's not something that they wouldn't do, I'd say. I mean, the fact that it's already a paid for game, I feel like a lot of the content would be, a lot of the DLCs would be free to begin with, unless it's like a really big expansion. For example, like, I don't know. I don't think the games really have like story quests in the sense of like Destiny, where it plays out like an entire campaign within a DLC. I don't think it's gonna have that. But if they were gonna have like paid for content, then it might come in the way of like skins or like, I don't know, like titles or whatever the hell. Old battle passes will still be accessed apparently too, which is really cool. Oh, that's nice. Season passes don't disappear, which makes me happy. That's good. Oh shit, nice. Yeah, cosmetics, yeah. Um but what I don't really get from people who have been reviewing the game, who are also like not entirely new to the extraction shooter genre, is like they were mad that actually no, this is a mixed sort of like bag with people who think it's a good idea but also think that it's a bad idea. Not the same two people, but like there's two different groups. There's two different distinct groups in this, and that is Bungie's decision to make Marathon so that like all the loot that you get within a season will get reset after the end of the season, so that you're like fully. Oh yeah, the new tweet. Oh, check that out. I haven't actually seen that. That will get like reset fully after one season, and you get like a fresh slate. Like you don't have anything in your inventory after the new season starts. And people are saying like, then what the fuck is the point of like playing the game if all my shit gets like deleted? You know what I mean? I think it's good. I don't think Arc Raider does that. I haven't played Arc Raiders, but apparently, from what I've heard, people from they're comparing it to Arc Raiders, where you get to keep everything, right? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And people are saying like, "Oh, that's a stupid idea. Why would I want to play a game where everything gets deleted and I don't get to keep anything?" But there's people that are like, it will deter people. It will deter casuals from playing the game, and I think that's what Bungie is trying to do, in a sense that like they're not trying to make the game for everybody. The game is not for everybody. And I think that's a good thing, because they're going to have a more dedicated fan base, just like in Destiny 1, where people are still doing raids in Destiny 1 servers that are like 8 or 10 years old at this point, which is crazy. But I think they're trying to build like a small, like a very dedicated community, and it's a game that's not meant for everyone. And also like, who cares if your stuff disappears, right? Who cares if your stuff disappears like every season? Your skills and all the things that you've learned will still carry on, and it's not like it's impossible to get that shit back anyways. And like there's always a chance where you lose everything the next run, so like what are you complaining about? You'll lose all that loot in the next run if you die anyway, so just don't die and have fun with the loot that you have. So it's like it's like going into a run with the expectation that you're losing everything should be enough to not make you complain about losing all your shit the next season, because who the fuck cares at that point, right? If that's enough for you to not play the game, then maybe it's not the game for you, right? That's what I'm saying. Most Western shooters do wipes where everyone resets progress to start at the beginning every once in a while. They do it so that people who haven't already played the game gets a chance to start from the bottom. Yeah, so it's like so it doesn't feel like you're playing catch up all the time. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a fantastic thing that they're doing with seasonal wipes for your inventory and stuff. I think it's for new players at least. And for experienced players also, it benefits everybody. So no one feels like they need to catch up. Right. And that's fantastic. And I'm sure like your credits carry on, like all the credits that you get. Maybe not. Maybe your credits get wiped as well, but I don't know. It's probably going to be like different like in-game currencies in Marathon as well. Yeah, true, right? I'm sorry, but L Battle Pass structure, L cosmetic, L Battle Pass structure, L cosmetic money farm. I'd rather pay well for content at least dev spend their time expanding on a game instead of just retexturizing. No, you may have a point there. You may have a point, Jimmy. That might be a valid point. I'm not gonna lie. W take chat, W take. We love battle passes, right? We love battle passes. We love cosmetic paywalls. I think that's good. I think everything gets reset other than having to unlock access to each faction again. Those are unlocked, but the progress is reset. Okay. See, I don't mind that fully. Wait, is that what I mean to say? No, I don't mind that at all, is what I mean to say. I don't mind it at all. I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I miss Call of Duty Season Pass making you expect new maps every 3 months. I don't think it's a bad thing. Also, speaking of other gaming news, they released some official concept art for the Nier Automata Overwatch collab that they're gonna do. And honestly, I'm glad that they're not gonna do a bad job with. I think the 2B skin looks good. I think that's the only one that they've really released. I think they also released the one for Wuyang, which is the 9S skin. What's my opinion on it? I mean, here's how I would have reworked it. I think as a Nier fan, I think this collab should have made me really excited because it's like a Nier collab, but like Nier's in everything now, so who the fuck cares, right? But it's only made me sort of upset with like the decisions that they made for the collab, but that's just me nitpicking. It doesn't really matter in the grand scale of things. Like, who the fuck cares that Kiriko gets another fucking skin? Like, she gets a skin every fucking time. She gets to be 2B. Wuyang gets to be, I don't know, 9S. Who cares? Here's how I would have reworked it if anyone cares. If they were gonna include if they're including Adam of all characters in your Automata, why not include Eve, right? If Lifeweaver is going to be Eve, then I would change Wuyang's skin from 9S to Eve instead of 9S, and I would change Genji and make him 9S. And then I think I'll always say that Vendetta has the best skin in the collab. A2 is perfect for her. Like, literally, it's perfect. Commander White doesn't make any sense to me because fuck Commander White. Anyone who's played Nier Automata, fuck Commander White. I think, in truth, Mercy would have been a better 2B skin than if she was Commander White instead. I trust your opinion. Fantastic. I would just completely get rid of Commander White and make Mercy 2B and Kiriko not have a skin. I don't think she deserves another skin collab. Fuck Kiriko. I was kidding. Looks like that big ass bridge in Shadow of Colossus. 2B Mercy? Yes. Listen, Mercy as 2B, I think would be no. No, you're not hearing right. Because why the fuck would you want her to be commander? What if she's not commander? If she's not 2B, here's my other opinion. Here's my other opinion. If she's not 2B, then make her either Popola or Devola, and make Kiriko Devola. Replace the commander of past. Replace, dude. Replace. You know what? Just replace like Mercy and bring in Bastion, because how easy would it fucking be to make Bastion into Pascal? Like, it makes no sense. It's like the easiest, like, no-brainer thing. If you have, yeah, no one, they haven't made an Omnic skin in like ages. They should have made Bastion Pascal. That's like the most no-brain like thing ever for the Nier Automata collab. It makes no sense. And where's Emil? I think it's fine that they're not including Emil in this. If anyone were to be Emil though, I think it would have been Zenyatta. But if they're saving it for like a future, I don't know, if a future replicant collab, I think they would include Emil, because Emil's not really a major character in Nier Automata, in the scope that like compared to Emil in Nier Replicant, right? If they were gonna do a Nier Replicant collab with Overwatch, I think that Zenyatta would be Emil. I think that makes sense. I'd be fine with that. But other event skins, dude. I saw someone say that Jackass, or no, was it Jackass? I think it was Jackass. In Nier Automata, there's a character named Jackass. She's an android that lives on Earth in the Resistance camp, and people are saying a free purple event skin would be perfect for what's her name? Ana. Would be perfect for Ana, because she's already got the hood, she's already got the sniper rifle. It would be perfect. I think that's a great little like tie-in for like a free event skin. That's perfect. Like, if they don't do that, dude, come on. That's what I'm saying. Adam without Eve, I'm crying. If they were gonna do Adam. If they weren't gonna do Adam, then make Wu Yang Eve and make Genji 9S. I think that makes sense. Might be a controversial take, but I think Genji as 9S would make sense to me. It works. Wu Yang would be Eve. Here's the issue with this whole collab is like no one really makes sense other than like A2 being Vendetta. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's already like sort of like a cursed collab to begin with. So like, if you really want things to make sense, you're really gonna have to reach, and they were already reaching. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Right? Exactly. Alari is right there. Oh yeah, for 2P. Mercy for oh my god, doesn't need another skin. I trust you, yeah. For Orisa. Operator Orisa? A2 Alari, fuck you, Vendetta. Oh, A2 Alari. I kind of like that idea, though. Pascal Bob. Fill in hero for Ashe, yeah. Throwing an E from Stellar Blade as Kiriko from, like, she's a Rizzler to Automata Costco, guys. Orisa, but she's the Emil shop. Yo, that actually kind of makes sense though. Yo, Riri's kind of cooking with that. Orisa, but she's Emil shop. Wait. That's kind of smart. I like that. Like, she's the one they adopt the Rizzler. Beauvoir Orisa. Yeah, you know, I can kind of see it. Hello, Niall. Hello, Sar. Hello, Chris. But yeah, that's my take on it. I mean, I've talked about this for like the last like 2 streams about the Nier collab. And I'm sure you've all heard this from like literally everyone else who cares about the Nier collab. I don't know. It's not like it matters. They're all just nitpicks. Whatever. Who car, bro? Who car? I mean, one of my opinion about it is crying and banging my head against the wall. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, as someone who's a fan of like Nier, it should have made me really happy to that they're having a club, and it does. I'm not ungrateful about it. It's just like Kiriko Nier Happy Meal when I wish. I don't think it's the franchise that you would really market to kids in the first place. At all, even. Mizuki 9S to Young Eve. I can kind of see it, honestly. I can kind of see it. That makes sense to me. Yo, wait. Wait though. Mizuki? Actually no, but like 9S doesn't have a hat. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Whatever, guys. Who knows? I'm surprised they're not in Fortnite. I know. Guys, all I want, as much as this is a thing for Overwatch, like all these near collabs, all I want is a Drakengard 3 remaster for the PS5 or the PS6, who cares? Or a Drakengard 3 remaster for PC, a PC port of it. Um and I'm gonna need an offline Nier Reincarnation game because I can't believe that one afternoon in 2024 they decided to completely take the game offline, and it was the most lore packed game that they've ever had. Technically it was Nier 3. Technically it was Nier 3, and they took it away from us because it wasn't profitable. And fuck you, Sony. I hate you, you money hungry pigs. Near X Near X Low Tykes 5-1 kitchen when I hope. Fuck you, Sony. I need to replay Near now that I really don't remember anything about it. You should. I really want my I really want my good friends in Everlife to who haven't played Near Automata to play Near. I don't know why they're so hesitant. I don't know why they don't want to play Nier. It's actually so peak. Like, I don't understand. How much convincing do I have to do to be like, hey guys, pick up Nier Automata. It's always on sale, and it'll be the best game you're ever gonna play ever. And yeah, they don't listen to me. I'm literally on my knees begging like every fucking week. I ask, hey guys, you should play Nier on stream. It'd be so funny if you did. Please, 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 please. It's the internalized torment of constantly seeing 2B everywhere. Is it? But now you can see 2B where she's actually from and where she's supposed to be. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's just fantastic. What's up at my 2B statue? Also, shout out to my chat who just bought me a whole bunch of did I ever thank you? I think I did. Thank you again for chat for buying me all of the Nier merch for Christmas. I've been reading the books lately, and it's been helping me a whole lot with my world building project that I'm doing right now. So shout out to chat because this is huge. This is a big Paro win, I will say. What's up at my 2B statue? Can I make this? Why is this? What? Oh, oh. when is the near collab drop for Overwatch? Is it next week? Or is it this week? For IDK, I think it might be like next. No, it's not next week, is it? I'm not even sure, guys. Chat me when I'm not even sure. The 10th? It is this week. No, it's not this week. It is Tuesday next week. Wow. So soon. I don't think I've talked about this on stream, but who else is excited for hello, I draw a little bit. Hello, Ufi. How are you doing? Who else is excited for the hello, I will draw a little bit. Hello, I will eat a little bit. My favorite WeChat stickers. I love WeChat. Guys, if Discord does go down with all this like age verification thing, like them stealing your data or whatever, is like it's gonna come out anyways, right? We should all just move into WeChat so we can use the silly WeChat stickers instead. Whenever I hold chopsticks. Also, I was gonna talk about as soon as Ufi came in. I got interrupted. No, I'm just kidding. What do you guys think about Yoko Taro taking the reins of the new Evangelion anime? What do you guys think about that? So it's actually quite interesting because the the series technically ended with the end of Evangelion, right? Or it was supposed to end. So does that mean this is like a new timeline or a different timeline or something? And or does that mean this is also canon within the same timeline if they're doing that? And like the end of Evangelion was absolutely just like complete bullshit to begin with. So what do you guys think? So go to be eating so good in anime news. I saw they announced release date for Madoka movie too. I'm vibrating. Huge. That's exciting. I didn't even know. I love Madoka. Speaking of Madokas, it's been my playlist for a long time. But yeah, that's awesome. Regardless, I'm excited. Like if I were to entrust anyone with something melancholic, something depressing, something like emotionally wrenching, it would be Yoko Taro. Like if it were going to be literally anyone to direct a movie or a play like that, it would be him. You do a good job, I'm sure. It'd be interesting to see it go in a new direction. Yeah, for sure. I think it's nice that it's not completely dead as a in terms of like new stuff coming out for it. Of course, there's always gonna be like Evangelion shit like coming out, right? But in terms of like new content regarding its like canon lore, if this is considered canon, I don't know if it is. Maybe canon to the timeline that it's in. Who knows, right? I think it's just nice to see. I feel like Yoko probably has more talent in terms of storytelling with more sci-fi logic. I mean, he I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but Nier Automata is quite literally a love letter to, or like heavily inspired by Evangelion. He's a fan of Hideaki Anno's work. So he's pumped, I'm sure. There's a lot of parallels. There's a lot of parallels with, and he said it outright that it is like inspired by Evangelion. So when I heard this, I'm like, whoa. He's gonna be working on the series that inspired one of his best works, and that's gonna be humongous. So much anime. Oh yeah, and Mint Phantom is gonna be in a Needy Girl Overdose anime out next month. Is she? Holy shit! So much anime. Now that I really do need to catch up on. Parokia sucks at keeping up with anime, or at least like new anime. Oh, that makes sense. The 1 year boss fight in Final Fantasy 14 makes so much sense. Exactly. Small voice roll. Oh, nice, 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 nice. It's so funny. It's so funny when I see clips of like Amelie and Sayu, and like they have collabs with each other like all the time. And I see clips of them on YouTube, not on YouTube, on TikTok, and people in the comments. I don't know, they're probably like just like being sarcastic, or maybe they actually don't know, but they're like, why does the girl sound like she's Maridin from Dress Up Darling, and why does the boy sound like uh Miyamura from Horimiya? And then people be like, be responding to them, and they're like, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, quite truthfully, and I hope you're ready to hear this news. I hope you're ready to hear this news. It's so funny to me. Nyarla, the creator of the game, loves Mint, and Mint loves Nyarla. Reminds you of Yoko and Ano. Oh, it's cute. That's awesome. There's really something special about like, a lot of people say like don't meet your heroes. You know what I mean? Like if you it's sort of come as like a precautionary tale of like, if you meet your hero and then they end up being like a complete asshole, you ruin your entire perception of them. So like you want to be sort of like half ignorant and not meet them, so like you still look up to them, whatever. But like I think it's there's a exactly, any relationship is a gamble, but I think it's like um I think people should take that sort of thing where it's like, don't meet your heroes with a grain of salt, and be like, just be cautious, because um people tend to not be themselves, not be the person they portray themselves in the public eye versus how they are personally. You know what I mean? And I think that applies to like literally everybody, right? But I'd still love to meet my heroes. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Of course I'd love to meet Yoko Taro. Of course I'd love to meet Hideaki Anno. Of course I'd love to meet like uh Zach Hadel. I love that guy. A bit controversial, but I think he's a funny dude. I'd love to meet Michael Cusack. Of course, right? Like, are you kidding me? They're interesting people, and I'd love to learn a lot about them. Not about them. How they make these like interesting things. You know. But if you guys were to meet your hero, hypothetically, or if he has Actually, if you guys have already met your hero, maybe at a convention or something, um, who have you met, or who would you like to meet? Uh, let me study you under a microscope. Exactly. Have you guys met someone that you looked up to? Like a celebrity, perhaps, or like I don't know, creator. I personally haven't met anyone that I've like looked up to really, in the sense of like in the creative aspect. Um, I'm not much of a person that goes to like anime conventions at all, actually. I'm not a big convention person. Just because the space is very overwhelming for me, and I sort of tend to freak out under like a huge crowd of people. Although I do like being in that sort of space as well, but I just try to avoid conventions in general. I remember this Chris Evans was in my city for a movie thing. Oh, I remember Chris Evans was in my city for a movie thing, and I was so sad I missed it. Oh no! But also, I think it would be interesting and melt into the ground if I saw Myral. Yeah, he's a very, very handsome person. I mean, as far as I've heard for like movie stars, right? You see them all the time in the screen. You don't really think that they'd be like really, really handsome, but in person or like much more handsome than you see them in the movie screen, but in person they're usually like a lot better looking, right? And I guess like a testimony to this would be like my mom really liked this Filipino boy band for like a few for like a while, and she was finally able to see a live performance from them, and so she went to a different city to go watch them. And then she was like, "Oh my god, they're so much more beautiful in person. Are you kidding me? Like I can see everything." And I was like, "Whoa, dude, relax. You're married." Her husband doesn't care. Her husband isn't my dad. He doesn't care. He's like, yeah, do whatever she wants. No, trust me, seeing a celebrity IRL and they're a lot shorter than you think. Like I just assume they're taller than me. Like Chris. Wait, is that fucked up? I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to say that. I was about to say, was that a dig at Chris? That's kind of fucked, Jimmy. What the hell is wrong with you? We love Chris for being a short king, you know? Messed up, man. I do hear Hollywood tends to like tall in their stars in front of the camera, like RDJ. So an Apple boxes look taller, really? I've been over a lot of F1 drivers, but they're made short to go fast, I guess. That's right, yeah. I mean, in order to fit into an F1 car, you need to be like a certain height. You can't be like taller than, I don't know, however tall, however large like the little thing is for like the seat for an F1 car. Like they're kind of the same as like fighter pilots, where fighter pilots aren't tall either. Fighter pilots like people want fighter pilots to be like relatively short because they need to be able to fit in the cockpit. I'd assume that'd be the same for like F1 drivers, right? Does it kind of make sense? Like how Ava Young can only be piloted by kids. I don't think it's because they're short. I think it's like also because like I don't think it, I don't, I think there's a much more like overhanging plot point to why the Ava pilots are kids. But I see what you mean. We need short people to pilot the Ava pilots. I know kids. Or else they're below 5'9". Yeah, that's quite short. You wouldn't expect it. I've heard a lot of people who meet their online friends for the first time are like, "Holy shit! I didn't expect you to be so short." In like the nicest way possible, right? But for me, I think the expect, I think I just subvert all my expectations on how tall my friends are. I don't really care, but to me, everyone, all my online friends are like little tiny bugs that live in my computer, and so just so that I don't get jump scared by them being like suddenly 8 feet tall, IRL. But maybe that has the adverse effect. I'm not too sure. We don't gotta keep subtweeting me. All right. When I mean by online friends, I'm like, oh my god, immersion break. Guys, I'm not actually oh holy shit. What the fuck happened? Hello? The hell? What the fuck happened? Hold on. I can't zoom out. What the fuck is happening? Hello? Why are you like zooming in perpetually? Yo, chill out. Hold on. CSP is bugging out. What the hell? I'm short IRL. People seem to assume I'm short. What the fuck? Did I accidentally crop this? Wait, hold on. No, I didn't. What is... Uh... Oh, you're right. It's just zoom. Wait, why is it just zooming in? Stop zooming in. Hold on, I need to try something. I don't think I'm holding down a button. No, I'm not holding out. I'm not doing it. It's just they're just zooming in. What is this? What's happening? Look at input. Yeah, something is constant. Hold on, let me unplug the USB from this. Okay, maybe this fixes it. Oh, okay, it fixed it when I unplugged it. That's weird. I wasn't even talking shit to this computer. What are you guys? Oh my lord, bro. What the hell? What's happening? Oh, there we go. Now I can flip. Oh my god, guys, I need a new tablet. I'm not even kidding. This is insane. Not clickbait. This is actually insane, chat. Not clickbait. Chat, this might be insane. Hold balls, yeah. This is crazy. I want a new tablet. I really do. If I can, I'd like to buy a new Wacom tablet because I like to try the upper echelon of drawing tablets. But if not, if I'm just trying to stay on a budget, I'd like to stick with XP Pen because I do like XP Pen a lot. I've always had XP Pen tablets. But I did recently buy like an XP Pen like displayless tablet that I really don't get to use often because I prefer having a screen. But it's sort of just become my backup one if this one eventually fails, or when this one eventually fails, which I hope doesn't happen for a long time. But this tablet is actually not even supported anymore, like driver wise, and they don't even sell this tablet anymore. That's why that's that's how old it is. So, kind of waiting for the day that it just breaks. It's almost 6 years old at this point. I got it the sort of like 20, like before the pandemic, I got this. A what tablet? What does this tablet do? Whack off? Yeah, the jack off tablet. Yeah, the Cintiq, the luxurious Cintiq. Yeah, I would love to have a Wacom, WACOM tablet. Wacom, not whack off. Although it does sound like that now that I think about it. Surprisingly, I haven't made that connection before. But yes, a Wacom tablet, not a whack off tablet, guys. Come on now. Have a bit of class, guys. Come on. Not a whack off tablet. I'm sure people draw a lot of porn using Wacom tablets. Sorry, whack off tablets. God. Oh, oops. I almost already do the wrong thing. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for supporting my artist lifestyle. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be too opposed of getting a whack off tablet, although I wouldn't really know what it would do. Being a whack off tablet and all. My friend used to draw full on Yaoi in the living room while her dad walked around, so much respect. What? They're brave. They're brave. Wonder where they are now. They're probably working with one of the biggest anime studios in the world. With that kind of confidence, are you kidding me? They ought to be. Every time you undo it, it whacks you off. It just comes with a robotic flashlight attached to the bottom. So like while you draw, you know what? Never mind. You know what? Never mind. You know what? Control plus Z busts. A quick suck. A quick suck. Lubricant sold separately. The Cintiq lubricant. Chris and I were joking about because when we were playing, this is not entirely related to the topic, but this is me trying to segue away from this topic. But Chris and I were like, when Chris and I were playing Marathon, we were like, God, we both don't have money to play. To buy a Marathon, we should like e-bag. We should ask chat to buy the game for us. That would be so funny, right? So we could keep being happy and having fun. Looks around. Chris said he's in a worse mental state now that he can't play Marathon and he really needs to have Marathon, but poor guy hasn't been able to work. And it would really mean a lot if you guys bought him the game Marathon, so he doesn't go on the deep end. Starting my OnlyFans, please, so I can play Marathon. I'm so broke. Guys, please. Please. OnlyFans. Only port. Show port. Show your ports. If someone approached you on the streets and said, show port, I would advise you not to do that. Whack off. Wait, I just got a DM from Oofy saying whack off tablet. Do I open this DM, guys? Oofy, I'm scared. That sucks. That sucks. Underwhelming gadget job. It's just it's Inspector Gadget jerking off a villain, I'd presume. I haven't seen Inspector Gadget in so long. It's crazy. Please. Please. Only ports. I hate when I get whacked off by Gadget. He sucks at this game. Guys, who was your first childhood crush? Like your not a real person, but like your first like cartoon crush, you would say, that you can remember. And this totally has nothing to do with me talking about like the old Inspector Gadget cartoon, which I did not have an attraction to. Inspector Gadget, SpongeBob, Shigo, huge Carmelita Fox. I love Gary Oak, but also want to be him. True. This is Mrs. Squarepants. Shigo's a good one. Shigo's a good one. Farah wants to be whacked off by X Factor. Hey guys, look. I didn't shame you guys for like for being attracted to your first cartoon crush as a kid. Like I just feel like I need to be respected on the other end as well. If I want to be jacked off by Inspector Gadget, then I feel like that needs to be respected for us to have like a healthy streamer and chat relationship as well. Like I respect you guys, but alas, you don't respect me. I don't understand. Like Inspector Gadget, you know, Sly Cooper. I love Sly Cooper. Not really a cartoon, but more just like a video game character. Sly Cooper was a good one. You guys ever played Epic Mickey? But specifically, like Epic Mickey, like the game was about like a bunch of like ink stuff. Like that's what the game was about. I liked Mickey Mouse, but when he was like an ink creature. That was an awakening for me back then. Maybe there's such a thing as oversharing. I think I must run some errands. Goodbye, chat. Oh God. Now Chris is leaving. I just made everyone uncomfortable, didn't I? Oh my goodness. Oh God. Guys. Is it too late to say that this is a joke? I don't like Epic Mickey that much. It's not you. Today we learned about keeping secrets. Let me think. Oh, I really like check your Steam? No. You didn't. You got me Uma Musume? I'll check it after stream. I'll check it after stream. I'm scared, Riri. I'm scared. I can't keep my containment. Oh my God. No, you know what? I'm gonna check right now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna check right now. I don't know how to be humble. That's a problem. That's a problem, Riri. I don't know how to be humble. So you can't put this on me in front of the public eye. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Riri. Come on. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, well. Are we running it back? Are we running it back on Tau Ceti 4? Guys, this might turn into a marathon stream. This might turn into Chat, this might turn into a marathon stream, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, Riri. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do this. I was gonna I was gonna save up for this. I really appreciate it. You know what, Riri, I will do something for you, and you can't refuse this either. I'll do something for you. In about 2 to 3 business days, I got you, Riri. I got you. But yes, thank you for it so much. You're a very kind soul, a very generous, kind soul. What was I talking about? Forgot. Oh yeah, I still wanted to talk about for some reason cartoon childhood crushes. I had an attraction to Jack Sparrow, not the live action movie one, but the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean Jack Sparrow as the minifigure. Guys, are you kidding me? Like, how can you not be attracted to minifigure Jack Sparrow Johnny Depp? Like, are you kidding me? God. It was just too good. Like they were onto something when they were designing him. Like, God. Dude, I cannot be in a Lego factory. That's all I'm saying. I cannot be in a Lego factory. Making Jack Sparrow minifigures. Okay, that's it. That's it. Maybe I should keep my own secrets now. Maybe I should keep it to myself. Oh, that's cute. So I'm just looking at Twitter now. I don't know why. I hope the sun will show us the path. That's beautiful. That's really wonderful. Okay, let's I want to show you guys something because I've been working on this project for like the last, I don't know, last 5 streams, and I haven't really shared anything about it, and I don't really intend to share a lot about it, but I'm gonna ask somebody. I'm gonna ask somebody if I can share something specifically about this project to you guys. I don't know if they're awake though. um, Hold on, give me a second, chat. Listen to this. They might not even get back to me, but it is music that a friend of mine is doing for this project, and it sounds really good. And it's inspired by one of the inspirations is actually from the marathon soundtrack. Is what I told them, like, hey, I kind of want it to sound like this. Here's one of the inspirations. So I sent them the marathon soundtrack, and if they get back to me within this stream, I'll let you guys listen to one of the demos for it. I think that would be interesting, right? You guys would be into that? Or maybe I should just talk about it. I would love to talk about it, but it's always a thing with me where just when I talk about something, I feel like I when I talk about something that's not set in stone, I feel bad about changing stuff about it like later on. So, you know what? No, I'm gonna refrain myself from talking about it. Even though I really want to. But I wonder if you guys feel the same about like your projects. For example, like for me, this is a project where I'm doing like world building, and I'm just like making my own like fictional world with a bunch of characters in it. But if you guys have done anything similar or like working on like a big project, how much are you comfortable of like showing people or showing your friends before it's like fully complete? Like, how much are you guys comfortable with like, I don't know, talking about it or just like posting about it online? Because sometimes you really can't help it, right? Sometimes you just really want to like, hey guys, look what I'm working on, and then you just kind of like want the bit of like, how do you say it? Like So a little praise while you're working on it. I don't think I don't think that's a bad thing. Sometimes you just want a little bit of praise, even though it's not fully done yet. And you're like, yeah, people seem to like what I'm doing, and I can keep working on it. I don't know. For me, when I used to work on projects like this, like back when I was younger, at least, um, back when I was younger, at least, I could not keep my mouth shut. I could not like refrain myself from like oversharing projects that I'm working on, and to the point where like it sort of quickens the burnout for me working on this project. And then a lot of the times when I do overshare, I never finish the project because I'm like, well, I've sort of put this like expectation on myself and hyping up this project when it's like in the very early stages, and it's just like, I don't want to work on it anymore. You know what I mean? That's how my closer with anything with like anything I draw. I think that's fantastic. I think that's great. Sometimes I just can't help it either, right? Yeah, like I'm sort of the same way where it's like with my Neverlife friends, for example, in our server that we have just for Neverlivers, sometimes I would just post drawings in my dedicated channel for me about stuff that's like not even related to Neverlife because I just want to share, and it's fine, but it's just like sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have shared that because it's like, who cares? But I know that like that's not what they think. You know what I mean? But it's just like maybe I'm like oversharing again. Maybe I shouldn't like post literally everything I draw. But at the same time, I want to show people like what I've been doing because I'm like super motivated. And I just want to share my art. And that's just me. Who knows? Let's do this. But yes, me too. I do love spamming my friends with anything I draw. Whether they like it or not. A lot of the time at least. But I try to be as like cautious with it as possible to be like, I'm not just doing it because I want praise out of them. I want to be doing it because I think sharing something with them is cool, you know? Um, but yeah. I think a lot of artists struggle with sharing their whips and underestimate how much people enjoy seeing the journey and process. My favorite things to see used to be concept art and sketches. Dude, that's my favorite things to see. I love doing concept art. I love before I kind of gave up on it. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe it's still an open door for me. But back let's say back when I was still going to school, specifically for art, I wanted to be in a profession where I made concept art because that's what I love doing. I love conceptualizing. I love thinking about fictional worlds and characters and like little mechanics within the world that you don't have to think too much about to make sense in the real world, but as long as it lives within this world, it's like fine, right? I wanted to work in like as a professional concept artist because I love doing that stuff. Um, that's just what I wanted to do. I think I gave up on it because it's just hard to get into, and I enjoyed it more as something I do personally than something I would do professionally, if that makes sense. In the way that um I'm not opposed to doing it professionally anymore, but it's not something I'm actively pursuing in my art. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to do this because I want to be in the industry or something. Like I'm doing this because I think it's fun. I think it's cool. It's just something that speaks to my soul. But if I was suddenly offered like, because I'm gonna keep doing this probably until the day that I die because I love art. But if I was suddenly like approached one day, be like, "Hey, we saw your portfolio. We want to hire you for this," I would be like, "Of course, right?" Like, I would absolutely take it for the most part. But it's not something that I'm like applying to like it. My art isn't something that I'm like using to get into the professional space. I want to do something different for something more reasonable for me in particular, like an office job. At least this is just something I'm doing for a hobby. But I'm glad, honestly, like um hearing that because I'm the same way. I probably should take my own perspective more seriously on this because I also love seeing and probably why I like sharing my progress a lot because I love seeing when artists do the same thing, right? Is I like seeing the progress of their arts of the how things go, the process and everything. I think it's sick to see. It's the most awesome things ever. I kind of wish there was a more like accessible platform for artists to specifically like share their art. I know there's a lot of places like I don't know Pixiv, but it's a mostly Japanese audience, and if you wanted to share your art, you can. But it's like if you wanted to have a community within Pixiv, it's kind of hard if you don't speak Japanese, right? There's also ArtStation, but it's not good. There's a lot of AI. There's a lot of AI in ArtStation, and it's also ran by Epic Games, which is a company that I don't particularly agree with. It's also just not the best thing ever. I think ArtStation sucks. I think there's a lot of good artists on ArtStation. A lot of people post their portfolios on it. It's just a good place to keep your art in. But that things are being ran within the site, I just have stopped using it. Um, but there's a bunch of other ones that are like super like niche or like hard to get into just because you would need like a code or something to be able to join. I think Toy House is it Toy House? Is that a thing still? DeviantArt. I haven't been on DeviantArt in so long, Jay. I I feel like it's been like over a decade since I've been on DeviantArt. Maybe I should check it out again. Newgrounds is a really good one. I'd say Newgrounds is one of the ones where they've stuck true to their roots as like a place where people can just share creative works on. If anything, if you are an artist, I guess uh if you're an artist that was looking to put their art anywhere that isn't on Twitter, that isn't on Instagram, and specifically in the eyes of other creatives and potentially people who are looking for artists, Newgrounds is a really good site to be on because you can get discovered there and you can be like, it's a good place to like find individuals who want to work on collaborative arts works as well. Uh, yeah, I guess Newgrounds would be one. I need to update my Newgrounds. I'm just thinking about that now. I need to post. I need to post some stuff on Newgrounds. Why did I do it in the same layer? I'm such a stupid idiot. Yo, let's make this bigger. I think it's looking pretty good, Chad. Look at this. Got 2 concepts in. I think I'm trying to go for one more thumbnail before I end stream. Let's see, I love doing these. These environment arts. Need one more. Need one more. What am I thinking of? What does this world need for another environmental concept art? What could I do? What could I do? Should I do like inside of a city? I think I could do inside of a city. That would be pretty cool. I'm thinking, Chad. I'm thinking. I'm a thinking. What could I do? Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna end stream there for today because I have to go and do some other things. However, I will be appearing later tonight in Tinta's stream, which will be at 7. I think we decided 7:30, 7 or 7:30 p.m. EST. We will be playing the, what's it called again? Fuck, I forgot. Reanimal, I think it's called. It's from the same people who made. It's from the same people who made Little Nightmares. So if you guys are a fan of the Little Nightmares series, which I am and Tinta are, you should watch us later tonight at 7:30 p.m. EST. We'll be collabing. It's a co-op game in the style of Little Nightmares, so be excited for that. But yeah, I'll be ending stream here for today, and I'll be appearing in Tinta's stream. And let me shout them out actually, so you guys are so I'm sure you guys are following them. Give me a second. Slash shout out Tainted Tinta. Yes, please go follow Tinta, as I will be appearing again in their stream later tonight. But yeah, thank you for watching stream. I need to go do some other things before stream later. I won't be going live on my channel, unfortunately. But it is exclusively a Tinta stream, but we will be collabing. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. We'll be raiding into who's live. I think Mystic's live. Mystic is live, playing some of their hardcore Minecraft world, which apparently they died in off stream, so they're restarting today. So go give them some love. We'll be raiding into Mystic. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all later tonight. Go say hi to Mystic. Be nice, behave. And for next stream will be... Am I busy tomorrow? I don't know if I'm busy tomorrow. We'll go live again on Friday, actually, chat. We'll go live again on Friday. We'll be playing a game, hopefully. I don't want to keep doing art streams, but I've been really focused on doing art. Sorry. Anyways, it might be a marathon stream with Chris and maybe Riri if they want to play. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Or maybe just me. I don't know. We'll see. Bye, guys.